Amp can't stop unaliving women. Midnight is tired of cleaning up your messes. And Tweedledee and Tweedledum are about to handle El Fuego in their jail cell. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queens Men video. And I owe y'all an apology. I don't even know what happened at this point in time. I did all of the episodes up to episode 19, and I guess I must have fell and bumped my head or something, and I never did 20. I literally rewatched episode 20 of season 2, which is this is the breakdown for that, and then realized that I didn't remember anything that actually went down, so I don't think I ever actually watched the episode. And that is why y'all never got a breakdown video. But alas, better late than never, in anticipation and in preparation for season 3, which will be returning next week on BET Plus. It's your good sis giving you the breakdown of season 2, episode 20 of All the Queens Men. And let's just say I'm stressed. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because your good sis is stressed and I deserve the subscribe button after enduring this episode. It is a complete and utter chaotic mess. And we're going to go ahead and start with Amp's goofy ass to start with, because y'all know I don't like him. Y'all know I think he's whack. You know I think he's ridiculous. I feel like he's like the worst kind of man. His pride has been bruised. He feels all vulnerable. He's all mad. Madam tried to kill me and Dime you helped. Sir, get over it, because you keep unaliving bitches. Like, you can't seem to stop unaliving bitches. First it was your girlfriend, then it's this little random girl in the club that you're trying to use to make Dime jealous. You get all overly excited, all doing too much, and next thing you know, y'all in the shower and you banging her back out and then hanging her up like she a damn coat. Amp, I really think that you on that stuff. I really do. Like, we might not have seen it on the screen, but you have to be on that stuff, because the way that your character has done this complete 180 and has dropped to the pits of hell, completely unredeemable territory, is beyond me. And I believe that's Crack's doing, you know, like that's just not something that just happens regularly. Like, I believe that you need the assistance of some narcotic and or controlled substance. So you on that shit and you think we don't know, but we know. And I actually have no sympathy for you, but you know who I do have sympathy for? The young lady that you hung up in the shower like a damn coat. I got sympathy for her. Rest in peace, little mama. You should have never messed with a clown like Amp, but you know, we ain't gonna victim blame here. That is pretty much Amp's story throughout this episode. He is being a clown all the way up until he unalives this girl, and at this point now he's 2 for 2 in reference to the women that he has taken up off of this good here earth. And I'm not going to let that slide. Like, I was being so empathetic and understanding, and oh, you didn't mean it, and you already did 9 years in jail, and oh, it was the worst thing of your life, until you showed your true colors and started acting a monkey fool. And no, y'all are not going to convince me in the comment section that, oh, Madam almost tried to kill him. It makes sense. I don't care. And still don't. I'm not looking forward to Amp's story, but he will be back next season, and I hope that he suffers consequences for all of his goofy actions. Not only unaliving this girl, but playing in Dime's face like that. Yes, I'm glad that Dime tore up his house. I did that in the breakdown video. If y'all missed it, go and check it out. Actually, y'all should probably go watch the breakdown videos before season 3 premiere, just to make sure that you got everything in check. Like, you ready and you can follow where they're going, because child, each episode got so much stuff happening in it. I don't even know how I keep track. Moving on. I'm going to go ahead to my favorite madam. And Eva don't miss. Point blank period. But madam, she on the ropes in this episode, y'all. While she's keeping it confident and cute, she's shaking in her little boots. As she should be. But I know she's going to come out on top. Because one thing that Madam ain't never going to do is fold, right? When a concierge breaks into her office because Tommy is trying to cover for Blue, because Blue's going after the little girl that she done picked up at the club the other night, who happens to be married to the concierge's crazy ass brother. Plot twist. We're going to come back to that. Madam plays it so cool and so confident, going after the guns that she has strategically placed throughout the office. But you know, the concierge thought of that. He also thought of placing 72 people in disguise with 3D printed guns that would not go off in the metal detectors in the club. So at any given point, he can start a whole melee, and he wants Madam to make sure that she protects her club and her patrons by simply just coming down to the Clearport with him, getting on this plane to Columbia so that they can go talk to Lotus's daddy. So she can basically explain why she felt the need to remove Lotus's head from her body. And he just talking this cool, calm, and collected. I know that the concierge is just the enemy, but I absolutely love their chemistry. I love their antagonistic energy. I don't know if it's the toxic peeking out through me, like this little toxic attraction right here, but I'm totally here for the concierge and Madam. I'm totally here for their dick measuring contests. Like, I'm totally here for them trying to figure out who's badder, who's gangster, who's more violent. It's hot. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It's hot. Let me know what y'all think about the concierge and Madam in the comment section down below. Madam's this whole episode is literally about preparing for the concierge to strike back and then reacting when he do. She winds up having to close the club down because while she told him she's not leaving this place and she's not going to the airport, I think I is going to wind up at the airport. And the thing about it is, I feel like if he wanted to kill her in retaliation, he simply would. I don't think he wants to. Like, he's literally trying to figure out a way now to salvage his little mistress in the Madam, because he ain't even like his wife Lotus anyway. And I already told y'all in the past episode breakdowns that Lotus, left a lot to be desired. It was very anticlimactic because she was given big bad and y'all talked her up so big and so bad, but her head came off very easily. I'm unimpressed. Y'all are going to listen to these breakdowns and be like, Erica is deranged. And you know what? That's fine. All the Queensmen is my guilty pleasure. Let's talk about these fools in this damn jail cell. Because El Fuego takes his ass down to the precinct and decides to tell what happened because he cannot stand the guilt. His ex was killed. They made him kill her. And they put my finger on the trigger and they made me pull it. Why are you talking to this clown ass detective? This lady is the worst, El Fuego. And I get it. You a civilian. You are very new to this. You are not true to this. And you should never be put in this position. And I low-key blame Madam for this. Because El Fuego should be untouchable. And not in a way of like he's just so gangster. But just because he legitimizes the clean persona that y'all have. The moment that Madam decided to sully his name and to create something to hold over him is the moment that she now has not a clean soul to parade around or to use when they all get in trouble. I don't feel like El Fuego is a snitch at his core, but I do understand the guilt that he had. Like, this is the woman that he was in love with, that he was driven out of a relationship with because her daddy was raggedy and wanted to basically shit all over him, and he had feelings about that. And Madam acted very rashly, got this boy set up to basically take this girl out because it was getting a little dicey and it wasn't too sure. But I don't know. Part of me feels like El Fuego was never really going to say anything, and he's only doing so now because he thinks he's just implicating himself. Like, he literally is not trying to implicate Madam, implicate Doc, or anybody else. He wants to just atone for what went down and tell the truth, which you can't blame him for, because again, he's a damn civilian. But Madam gets the bright ass idea to go tell Doc to get arrested so he can get put in the cell with him, because they find out that El Fuego is down there because Babyface's ass is down there, because what, he like to kill bitches too. And Madam coordinates because now she uses the information about the undercover cop that she knows is there, and how she set him up to get them all put into the cell together so that one, Doc could either talk to him and figure out what it is and what it ain't, and if they don't like what they hear, go ahead and end him. And they just basically decided they're gonna go ahead and end him, but we don't actually get to see that in this episode, so we're gonna have to wait till next season to see if they actually go through with it. And I ain't even gonna hold y'all, I'm low-key sad about it. And again, I just rewatched episode 20. I didn't rewatch any of the other episodes, and I do faintly remember like being annoyed with El Fuego previously, but like my overwhelming like for him, I think, is taking over, so I don't even have the full context. I probably need to go back and rewatch my videos. I'm gonna link the All the Queensmen playlist in the description box down below so we can go ahead and catch up together. Okay, what else happened in this episode? I want better for Dime. Like, I love Dime, and I don't give a damn if she went crazy, because Aunt pushed her to do so, and she was trying to do her best. She's known Madam a lot longer, and yes, she was in a relationship with Aunt, but also it was given very fishy. It was given very much so I don't know, and I understand her loyalty to Madam. Madam saved her life. That's how it goes sometimes. She made a mistake, just like you have. Aunt, you can go to hell. Madam Dom deserves the world. I said what I said. Tommy is still in rare form, hilarious as ever in this episode, doing his little Tommy-isms. I am so excited to see more from Tommy because we're seeing a progression in reference to his character. Season 1, he was really just supportive and like had a few lines. In season 2, he had way more to say, way more to do, and it was just so very interesting. So I can only imagine what he's going to be getting into and how he's actually going to help the storylines, everybody's storylines, and maybe if he has his own like separate storyline in season 3, I could totally see that go down. What else from episode 20? Midnight is Mr. Cleanup Man, so he winds up having to deal with this damn body that Amp created. The little new boy is still, well, I guess the little new boy will be the replacement for El Fuego because he's clean that we know of as of yet. And while Dom is interested in him and he seems like a sweetheart, I don't know. I don't like the way it looks aesthetically. And I know it's so random, but I'm just telling y'all how I really feel. I think that's it. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode in the comment section down below. What are you predicting for season 3? What storylines do you want to see expand? Which ones you think could go away? Tell me all of your thoughts and feelings about All the Queen's Men. And are you excited for season 3? Subscribe if you haven't already, because I don't know what you're waiting for, child. And like the video because you made it all the way to the end. So I believe that you liked it. It's your good sis, you Let It Talk TV with. And I cannot wait to talk season 3 episode 1 with you. Subscribe so you don't miss the moment I drop that video. See you in the next one.